The truck is basically ready to run, except the one fitting on the tranny cooler lines that's leaking. So I'm heading over to Weseem's right away to pick one up. So hopefully we can film a little there, show you his truck. I'm gonna drive the Jimmy over. I just tightened up the power steering, it was a little loose. And now I'm gonna pull the carb bowl off. This is a carburetor, for those of you who don't know. You know, fuel injected guys don't know what carburetors are. I'm gonna pull it off and I'm gonna do a jet swap quick, because it runs kind of fat, so I'm gonna pull a little jet out. Hopefully that'll make it run a little cooler. Not cooler, but a little better, and not stink like gas so much. So I'm gonna quickly do that and then go pick up Mike, and we're gonna head over to Weseem's. So I took off the 4 bolts that hold the bowl on and the line, and then just take the jets out. Like, I'm sure, but then you never know, maybe some guys don't know how to do this. Never messed with carburetors before, but this is how you change the main jetting. I just take these out, and this is the power valve. At a certain vacuum, it opens and allows more fuel for the main jet. This jet's a 78. You guys can see that on there, but it's stamped on there. So that's the size of the hole in it. So I'm gonna go down a couple sizes, probably to like a 74, I think. So I have like a whole set of different jets. So I gotta see if I can find a 74 set in here. This is back from my carburetor days with the Nova. So I'm gonna go down 4 sizes. Hopefully 4 sizes isn't too much. I'm gonna throw these 74 jets in and put it back together, and then we'll get out of here. Got them changed, got it all back together, and it sounds pretty good. So we'll see how she runs now. All right, so we're heading over to Mike's. The truck actually feels pretty good. It was more that it really smelled rich like fuel, so I was trying to get rid of that. And it actually does smell better now. And it didn't affect the way it runs, so. It's no race truck, it's not really super fast, but it sounds cool though. If you look over there, you can see the Mike truck. Still not running, still not on the road yet for some reason. He's getting it ready for winter though, he says, so. Unfortunately, winter's coming. What's going on?
Not much. Just watching Engine Masters.
Oh yeah. Engine Masters. Cool. Alright, here we are at Weseem's secret laboratory, where he builds things. Mostly for houses and stuff. Oh. There he is.
What's going on?
Not much. What's going on with you?
Not much. I needed one of these.
Beautiful. Awesome, thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
What do we got going on here?
It's a big mess. If I'd known you were coming.
Oh, this, I was gonna say, why do you got a Chevy 2 front clip, but that's your Mustang one?
That's the Mustang. I chopped it right off. Look at the welds on it. They're awful.
Holy moly, look at that. Look at that, guys. That's pretty gross.
That's somebody trying to
And here they welded it. Oh, I see. They were trying to like make it stronger by welding it all.
Yeah,
but
pretty much.
They used a flux core welder with no gas.
It looks like they even tried to like stick weld it or something.
Or maybe that's what they did. Yeah.
Pretty nasty. Yeah. All the scrap metal from this.
That's pretty terrible.
Working on the inner fender on the other side. I didn't clean anything up because I didn't know where you guys were filming.
Whatever. It's a garage. That's what it's supposed to look like.
It's true.
Yeah, it looks good though.
It's coming along. I'm just taking stuff out and then cleaning stuff, welding it, and blah blah blah. And it's constantly back and forth. It's never good enough, I guess.
Yeah, well, that's how it goes, right?
If I had just slapped everything together, I wouldn't have been in this mess.
Yeah, I feel the same way about my truck. I could have just left it alone.
Well, I could have just put the 350 back in it.
Yeah,
none of this would have ever happened.
That's what I'm saying. If I would have just left my truck alone, I'd be driving it all summer. But instead, I'm working on it.
Knowing what I know now, I kind of wish I never touched this. Yeah. Turned into a... You
know what? It's a pain. It gets that way, but at the end of the day, it's, you know, when you finally get it going. Like my Nova last year, it wouldn't run. I was so mad. I wanted to smash it with a rock. Same thing. Why did I bother doing all this crap? I don't know what I'm doing, you know.
Yeah.
But then once I figured it out, that all went away.
You start to second guess everything you're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's for sure. The part that is confusing is like tying it into my existing
Stock harness,
and it's like I figured out about the coolant temp and everything, that you have to use a coolant temp from a 98 Camaro.
Okay.
And on these vehicles, because it's the only one with a thread pitch that will go into the
the
block or whatever, and then you have to add an extra wire, and that wire goes to your gauges.
Okay.
For your coolant gauge to work. And then, as you know, for oil pressure, you got to get the adapter on the stock 351.
Right.
Now it's trying to figure out my speedometer.
Okay.
Because you need to use what these trucks have called a DRAC module, and it also controls your cruise control and, well, I don't know, it's here somewhere. But yeah, it's like a little white box, and these trucks had it like strapped on the back of the dash.
Okay.
Basically, that controls your cruise control and speedometer and stuff like that. And when your vehicle speed sensors ties into it, and it would be easy if I'd left my 4L60, because then everything just wires back in. But since there's a second speed sensor, I don't know how that's going to tie into that module or whatever.
Right.
There's diagrams of diagrams.
You got a lot of pulleys on here.
Way too many pulleys, man. Well, this bracket,
to work that engine driven, yeah.
This bracket came from Little Shop Manufacturing.
Right.
And it has this
extra tensioner,
extra idler or whatever,
right.
And then you have your engine driven. And then I had to relocate the original truck one, which is about right here.
Yeah.
And I had to move it down here. But this pulley was too big, and this belt was getting real close to that.
Right.
So I
remember you saying that, yeah. Okay.
Smaller idler, and that fixed it. This is a 120-inch belt.
Really?
I
know, it's a lot of belt, yeah.
Yeah, it comes this belt was actually off like a 98 Chevy diesel.
Oh, okay.
And that's how it fits. So I went through a lot of belts. For 117 inch, 118 inch, 120, then 122, and I routed it with a string and everything to try to get a rough guess on it.
Yeah.
That's what I came up with.
For you guys that don't know, this is for the air ride system. So you don't have to run like electric compressors. This is basically like an air conditioning compressor that makes air and fills the tanks up. Super fast, just you need the extra room. Luckily this truck has it.
And then you got to run your water and air trap here.
Oh yeah.
And then a check valve underneath.
Right.
I changed everything. I redid all the lines because it's like over 15 years old. It has dry rot.
Right.
So it's you're going to come across something that's going to fail at some point, so might as well eliminate any of those possibilities. This is the new pan.
Oh yeah.
Put in yet. I was doing that last night, then I had to make my own engine leveler.
Right.
Which I used like a bed frame.
Holly pan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
This
nice.
is the pickup.
Where'd you get that from?
Came with it.
No, where'd you get the pan?
Oh, the pan?
Yeah.
I think it was, Summit.
Oh, you got it from Summit?
Yeah. Oh, no. This I bought from Amazon through Summit. I guess they were the seller or whatever.
Oh, okay. Cool.
That's who shipped it. It was nice because it came with all GM fasteners.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, that's cool.
All the washers or whatever. Nuts, bolts, and this, that.
Made in China.
It is made in China, unfortunately.
Look at that, eh? Holly Performance Parts. Made in China. It says right here. Here it says Holly. On this side it says China.
Disappointing, isn't it?
Hey, it's just like all their sniper intakes and all that they sell now. Yeah. It's just the China knockoff stuff that people don't want to buy because they're made in China, but they'll buy the Holly brand, which is also made in China.
I was disappointed when I saw that, actually. I was just like, you're spending hundreds of dollars on an oil pan, and then it shows up it's made in China when it actually,
Well, you're expecting it to be made in the United States or something, right?
That's what I was really hoping
when
for.
you're buying a product that's by a company like that.
Well, I honestly thought it was made in the U.S. That's
right.
One of the reasons why I didn't just go with an eBay steel pan, because they have specs like you're going to get something made in China and it can be twisted or it can be whatever, right? Mm-hmm. Fitment might be a hoax.
See, it would be nice though if, the China aftermarket sold this. Without the Holly name on it, then it would be half the price.
I would have bought it even if it didn't say Holly on it. It's just this is the only one that had this is the 302-2.
Right.
So it's my current pan, which we cut just like the shit horse.
Yeah.
We cut 1 1/4 inch out of it, and it's 7 3/4 from here down.
Right.
This is 5 1/2.
Okay.
and then from here to here.
But then it's bigger this way, I think.
Yeah, I have
to give your capacity back.
To my cross member, I have a foot.
Okay.
So this is like 9.
Oh, so you got lots of room.
Something. Yeah.
So that'll be really nice.
So
then.
this can take, with the filter on your, 6.2 quarts of oil. Stock pan takes 6.
Cool.
Which is fine.
Well, that's good.
You got to modify the windage tray.
Yeah. I didn't know you had a Watts link on here.
Yeah, it's got
that's
a KP 6 link, and then the Watts was added after.
Yeah, that's cool. No, I never saw the underneath of it before.
Yeah, I changed all the bushings out to poly, and then I had all these grade 8 bolts. They were zinc plated, and then they were all drilled and tapped for greasable.
Right. Oh yeah, the Mustang.
All the parts in the corner there, those are all the panels I would ever need.
This is Weseem's 68, right?
68.
68, yeah.
Fastback.
68 Mustang Fastback that he bought. You bought it like sight unseen, right? Didn't you buy it from the States or something?
I bought it from the States, yeah, from Wisconsin.
And
I got a pretty good deal on it.
And then he got it, and it needed a lot of things. As you can see by the floor here.
I removed the taillight panel.
Taillight panel was rusted. He's got all brand new, like quarters, fenders, floors, rockers, all kinds of stuff for it.
Oh yeah, the firewall, the side panels, everything. This is the complete floor from the front.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Once this is out, then at least I can start spending time on here again.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of stuff.
Definitely lots to do on it, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, it needs. I still have to do more bracing in here because I'm worried once I cut this floor out and the firewall, it's gonna try to flex.
Oh yeah,
I gotta
for
put
sure.
as much steel.
No, for sure. Or do like you could even put, cut the firewall out and put the firewall in first.
This thing has to go in from.
Oh, you got to take it all out.
Yeah, and I think how it lays is the firewall goes under. No.
Okay, so it all
the firewall goes under, and then the floor goes
so
up
just
first.
just brace the shit out of it. That's all.
Yeah, it's sitting on this table with rollers, so it's not that bad, but the frame rails are pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
I got new ones over there, torque boxes, every part. I got all the parts, luckily, before the dollar went.
Yeah, you got everything ready to go. And that's a good housing, though. That's like, there's different 9-inch housings. One where the tubes are butt welded. Mm-hmm. This is the good one. A lot of guys, what they even will do with these is they'll just cut. You just cut it off and yank the tubes out and throw them away, and then put new ones in.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can cut it like, here it's welded. So if you cut it like here, you just knock the tubes out, and now all you have is your center chunk, center chunk. And then you throw in some brand new tubing, right? That's going to be nice and straight, not rusty.
Yeah.
Put it in, fit it, and then weld it up. Put it in a J.
I bought this from a guy in the city here. He was restoring another car, and he's like, he just gave it to me for like $50.
Oh, that's a good deal because, like I said, that's a good one. That's the good truck one. Back in the garage now, obviously. It's pretty cool checking out Weseem's Mustang, which I've never even seen before, and checking out the progress on his truck. I got that fitting, so next we will get that fitting in and get the oil back in. But that'll have to be in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and we'll check you later.